Hi, this is Barry J. McDonald and I'd like to welcome you to today's blog post over at writecom.com. And today we had a look at how to create digital products and, even more importantly, how to create digital products fast. But before I actually get into the process of how I would do it and how you could do it too, I just want to cover a couple of points maybe that hold people back from actually going ahead and creating their own digital products. And most people fall down at these hurdles. You know, they feel maybe that they're not an expert. They feel maybe they don't have enough information or qualifications, for somebody actually to buy a product that they created. And maybe they don't feel that anybody will actually buy their product. So let's have a look at the first one. The first excuse people would think why they shouldn't create a digital product of their own. And basically it could be that maybe they feel that they're not an expert. But if you look at the definition of an expert is basically somebody who knows a little more information than you do. For example, if you were a driving instructor and I had never learned to drive a car before, to me, you're an expert. If, say, for example, I was just taking up knitting and you had 20 years experience of knitting and I hadn't even picked up a pair of knitting needles, again, you're an expert in my eyes. And again, then too, if maybe one of my home appliances broke down, like my washing machine, and you turned up and you could service my washing machine, in my eyes you're an expert. Now, having said that, to me, those people are experts, but then those people then might actually look up to other people who are further along than they are and they're experts to them. So basically, as long as you know more information than the person that you're selling the product to them, you are an expert. And again, another one too is like, I don't have enough information or qualifications. For example, in my own case, a couple of weeks back there, just before Christmas, my television went on the blink and it started turning itself on and off on its own. And I had thought about maybe purchasing a TV, but before I did so, I just had a look on YouTube to see was there anybody, who could give me a solution to that problem. And sure enough, I found a video of a man who showed how to fix a TV, the problem I was having, by using a hairdryer and a piece of cardboard. And sure enough, when I did try it out, it worked perfectly and the TV's worked fine ever since. Now, I never scrolled down to the bottom of that video to see in the description if that man was a qualified TV repairman. I didn't look for any qualifications or look to see if he'd gone to university or if, he knew anything about TVs. But in that moment, he was an expert and he was qualified to show me how to fix that TV. And sure enough, the solution he gave me was the perfect one to solve the problem I had. So don't feel that you need to have qualifications or, need to know enough information. For example, that man that gave me the solution, maybe that was the only video he posted that could fix TVs. Maybe if I had another problem with my TV and I went to him and asked him, maybe he wouldn't have a solution to it. But for that one, the one instance of the problem I had, he had the solution for it. And in my eyes, it worked perfectly, and I didn't look, as I said, for any qualifications. I was only looking for a solution to my problem, and sure enough, he had what I wanted. And then other people think then maybe if they do create a digital product, will anybody buy it? But let's put yourself in this scenario. Maybe you're driving down the road and all of a sudden you have a blowout on your car, and you just kind of, the wheel, was just shaking madly, and you look at it and it's basically hanging off the rim. And you find a garage that's just up the road and you drive into it. So in that moment, you're 100% guaranteed customer of that garage owner because you are, the perfect customer of him. You're looking for a tyre. But like a few minutes before that, when you were just flying down the highway and you're listening to the radio and tapping your fingers on the steering wheel, you weren't the right customer for that garage right there and then. But in that instant, when that wheel, blew out, you needed a solution to that problem. And you're 100% customer for that garage owner. So when you are looking to create products, don't think maybe, you're going to need to do a little bit of homework first, because if you're providing a service that people need a solution to, you're on to a winner. But if you're providing a service maybe they don't want, you may be able to help those people out, but then you're going to have to look at then how much money you're going to make from that. So because of that, then you're going to have to do some keyword research. You're going to need to find out how many people are searching on YouTube or Google, or how many people have this problem, because the more people that have that problem, and the better and quicker you can give them a solution to that problem, the more money you're going to make and the more successful your product's going to be. Now, if you'd like to do more how to do basic keyword research and find out what people are looking for online, I recommend you come on over to rightcome.com and click on the link that I have here on how to create digital products, because I have a keyword research tool that will help you greatly in finding out what your customers are looking for. But now we get on to the good part of this blog post, and it's how to create digital products fast. So for example, here's a couple of solutions that I would do if I was creating a digital product. You know, some people think maybe that you have to spend weeks or months creating a digital product, but sometimes that can actually work against you, because by the time you take it out to market, maybe somebody else has stepped in with a different solution, or maybe you take it to market and it's not packaged right, it's not the right solution for them, and all those weeks and months have gone down the tube. So maybe you better actually, in my case, what I usually do is I find if I create a product quickly, if I get it out, if it takes me a day or so, I get it out, I test it and see if people are interested, brilliant. If people aren't interested, the worst that happened to me was I just wasted a day on a product that nobody wants. So don't think that you need to, spend a lot of time creating a digital product. The quicker and the faster you can get it out, the better, because then you're going to see then if it's going to sell well. You're going to find out maybe if it has a couple of failings, maybe there's some things you need to add to it, some more information, and it's very easy to come back and add all that on later on. But if you do all that in the first place and then you find out then that your product is a flop, well then it's just been time wasted. So taking that into account then, when you are creating a digital product, create it quickly first and then see how it goes, and then you can always, tinker around with it and make it better the next time. Like if you look at, for example, all the iPhones and iPods and everything that's come out, none of them was the perfect example in the very beginning. Every year always had a different update or something else to make it a little bit better than the year before. So like if Apple can't get their products correctly, like on the first chance, there's no much chance you're going to do the same yourself. So get that product out. So for example, if I was going to create a digital product like an ebook, I would repurpose some of the blog posts on my blog. Now what you can do is you can use a WordPress plugin like wp-ebookmaster.com, and it can bring all those posts into a nice looking ebook that you can sell. Or you can take some of the content and go over to canva.com and search for the magazine templates and use one of their layouts to create a virtual magazine, which I highly recommend you should have a look at doing, because it can make your work look far more professional. So if you want to find out how to do it, again, if you want to come over to rightcome.com/how to create digital products, you'll find a great video here where I show you how to create a PDF lead magnet. But again, you can use the same information in this video to create a fantastic looking ebook that you can sell and look very, very professional. So another way you can repurpose your work is your videos. For example, if you've already got some videos on YouTube, maybe tutorials and something like that, it's very easy to take that video and take it over to a website like listentoyoutube.com, and what they will do is they will actually strip out the audio track out of your video. So now you've gone from having a YouTube video, now you have a video and you have an audio track. So you can basically increase the price of the product because you're giving somebody an audio track they can load into their MP3 and listen to over and over again, rather than having to rely on the video all the time. So that's one way to double up your work. Again, I recommend you should get all your videos and get them up on YouTube. Even if it's only for that reason, it's a great way of doubling your work and repurposing those YouTube videos by creating MP3s that you can sell then as a digital product. Another one then that I use and have been very successful with is creating videos using screen capture. Like this video here itself, basically what I'm doing is I am just going through this blog post, I'm elaborating on some of the points in it, but basically I'm just using this blog post here, I'm scrolling through it and I'm making a video from that. So like there's no reason why you couldn't create an article or a series of articles and again just go through it, creating maybe a simple kind of a slideshow maybe on Google Documents or something like that, and capturing it and going through the whole process. For example, this is what I had done to create my cheap children's book course, and basically all I did was I went through a series of about 20 videos where all it was just screen capture of going through the whole process of starting off at nothing all the way up to uploading and selling a children's picture book in the Amazon Kindle store. And to do that, I didn't even actually purchase the software. I used a free copy of Screencast-O-Matic. Now, if you go over to screencast-o-matic.com, you can download a free copy of their screen capturing software. But after I had done the course and really taken off, I had bought the paid version, but it's only $18. Very cheap and inexpensive. So I highly recommend that if you're interested in creating screen captures, to use that software. Or if you go over to this blog post, you're going to find a video that I had created, and I had gone through the of I had made when I was creating children's picture books, and basically it's just a video I've created just reading off the slides, and it was one that I had created in Google Docs. And the video, like, it's about 15 minutes long. You know, in an hour I could have created maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 of those videos. I could have packaged them all together, and then straight away I had a digital product that I created. Again, I could have taken these videos then over to YouTube. I could have stripped the audios out of it, and then I've doubled the amount of content that I am selling. And as I said, you can increase the price of your product because you're giving your customers so many options that they can use. So if I just go back over the blog post again, you know, it's easy to think that maybe that you're not qualified, that you don't have, you know, the qualifications, that people think you're not an expert. But as I said, if you can provide a solution to those people, you know, they're not worried about if it's going to need a little bit of extra work or whatever will need to be done. So that has been today's blog post over at writecom.com. My name's been Barry J. McDonald. Again, if you'd like to come on over to the blog, we have I have 2 great reports at the minute, and one of them is show you how to create sell more books, and another one gives you 10 ways to make money from writing. So again, my name's been Barry J. McDonald. This has been today's blog post over at writecom.com. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.